Hello, everybody. Welcome back to DarkMatter D-Pad. This is episode 5, and this will be our holiday special. It's our host, Kdawgrex and TCN, and we are going to be talking about our past holiday parties or gifts we got during the holidays that we love, our favorite holiday movies, etc. Let's just get this thing started. One of the very fond memories I've had of the holidays in the past is I think it was 2012, 2011, somewhere around there. And my parents had gotten me and my brother a Wii for Christmas. And it came along with it was a black Wii, and it came along with new Super Mario Brothers Wii, and I was just so happy. My brother was happy. One more I have was in 2014, and that is when I got my first ever 3DS. And that was a great day for me because I really wanted one, mainly to play the new Smash Brothers because I was super excited for that. I remember getting Mario Kart 7, Kirby's Treble Deluxe, and Super Smash Brothers for the 3DS. That was a good holiday morning.
I know I've mentioned these before, but the first real introduction I had to the Mario Brothers series were both on Christmas morning in different years. My parents had gotten me a DS that came with Mario Kart, Mario Brothers DS, and Mario Party DS. I remember that specific day, I had to go to a Christmas party at my great aunt's, I think, and I hated those parties. Mainly because the other kids there did not really like me. They all held a grudge against me, and I didn't do anything. Like, I'd try to go play with them or play a game, and they just look at me and stare at me like I've just murdered their whole family. It's like, what did I do? I like just isolating myself and in whatever room I could find and just being alone. So the day I got the DS, I was just playing Mario Brothers non-stop. The adult family members kept coming up to me and they're like, "Hi, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, happy Hanukkah, blah, blah, blah." And it's like, leave me alone. I'm making the Mario Man jump. Go away. I didn't want anything to do with those people. The next Mario Bros. Game was Mario Bros. Wii. And once again, I woke up on Christmas morning and it was in my stocking and I was really happy. Grabbed it, ran downstairs, plugged it in, started playing. It was really fun. That's the game I replay pretty often. So Mario has always, especially the Mario Brothers games, have always kind of tied in with the holidays for me. Similar to you, I got my 3DS on Christmas Eve. My mom had bought herself a 3DS that came with Mario 3D Land. She let me play it, but I didn't have my own. So when Christmas came around, my parents got me the same 3DS that came with Mario 3D Land, and I remember my dad and mom letting me open it on Christmas Eve.
Mhm.
Man, I was happy.
The things I did as a kid during the holidays was, well, I mean, there was obviously the school Christmas parties, like the day before Christmas break.
Those were so awesome.
Oh, those were the days.
I mean, if kids say, "Oh, I don't want to be a kid anymore," like, dude, you don't know how good it was back then.
Dude, we got they had so many snacks. They would always have a movie on. We would do some activities,
Yep, the candy canes, the hot chocolate,
the cookies, the
the cookie decorating, the card decorating, the Christmas decorating
oh,
that you'd make for your home. One time in sixth grade, they had this drawing for people to go down to the library, and for some reason, I got picked to go down with my best friend at the time. The whole library was decked out in fake snow, Christmas lights, Santa hats, candy canes. They made it look like a winter wonderland.
well, that's awesome.
And they had these bean bags and they were playing Christmas music. They had this giant pitcher or jug
Mm.
filled with hot chocolate. There was probably I want to say at least 3 gallons of hot chocolate that they had.
Oh, wow.
It was just a help yourself kind of thing. And they had 5 dozen cookies too. You got to just sit in the library, read a book, or go on the computer and watch YouTube, which they never let us do. And you could
Oh,
just get
sick.
as much hot chocolate and cookies as you wanted for an hour. I don't know what I did that let me have that privilege because a lot of kids didn't get it. It was just a select few, but it was like a drawing. So
Hmm.
it was weird. I was really happy, but I was like, dang.
So my favorite Christmas movie is well, we're gonna start off with a classic, in my opinion, which is Home Alone. I don't know why, but it's just seeing them just get the absolute crap beaten out of them over and over and over again was so funny to me.
How
And
quickly would they be dead if that happened in real life?
Oh, they would be dead within seconds.
They're just, all right, we're breaking it. Boom, we're gathered here today. They're just
Yeah.
dead.
Yeah, that was one of my favorites as a kid. It still is my favorite.
Obviously, 100% agree with you on Home Alone. That is always a must watch every year on Christmas time. Home Alone 1, Home Alone 2 are always really great. I
The
think,
rest of them after that are just garbage.
here's my thing about that. Home Alone 1 and 2, they cannot be topped.
Exactly.
The two of those movies are perfect. And then you got 3, 4, 5, and 6. There are 6 Home Alone movies. 3 is decent. I will give credit where credit is due. Home Alone 3 is actually pretty decent.
Really?
Is it as good as 1 and 2? No, it's not. Not by a long shot, but it's entertaining. I watched 3 quite a bit as a kid. I've always found it entertaining, and I don't mind rewatching it every now and then. Any movie after 3 doesn't exist.
Yeah, it's erased in my mind.
They were terrible.
It's like Turning Red. It doesn't exist.
One thing that always bothered me about Home Alone is that everyone is an ass to Kevin.
Dude, exactly. Like, what did he do?
Like, I get sometimes he's a pain in the ass, but y'all
Well, yeah,
treat
he
him
can be a
like
little bit-
shit.
Do you ever wonder why he acts up? Even his own mom and dad treat
Yeah.
him like shit. They think he's helpless, but dude, he stopped 2 robbers by himself. Y'all are the hopeless ones.
Here's the thing. His parents don't know about the robbers.
Well, yeah, true.
They can't really give him credit for that, but they still leave him behind twice. And Kevin forgives them after the first movie. He's like, you know what? I love you guys. No, 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 no. Do you know how long I'd be using that against my parents? I would be using that to my grave. And some of the remarks Kevin says, especially like the whole, go upstairs. I am upstairs, dummy. If Kevin had my mom, the credits would roll right then and there. I am upstairs, dummy. The police would find my body with a shoe lodged up my ass. They treat Kevin like crap, especially the uncle. The uncle is terrible.
Dude, like, out of everyone, he treats Kevin the worst.
Like the fact he goes, look what you did, you little jerk.
little
How old
jerk.
is Kevin in the movies? Your 8-year-old nephew, and you say, look what you did, you little jerk. What?
Yeah.
Who? Why?
Who does that? You were a terrible uncle.
I mean, yeah, parenting was different back then, but his parents do not care if he gets tormented by his family and
His family.
his family. With that scene specifically, his uncle says that in front of his mom and his dad.
And they don't do anything.
If that was me and my brother said that to my kid, we'd be throwing hands.
Dude, it would have been
I
the
don't care
family
what
brawl
my
days.
I don't care what my kid did. You don't want to say that in front of me. I'm throwing Christmas hands.
I think honestly, his dad kind of deserved to get his credit card run up by Kevin. Like, you
Dude.
fucking purchased all that stuff. You spent $999 on room service.
You're complaining about $900. Look at your house. Look at the trips you pay for. And you're complaining about $900 that your kid that you forgot used? Bro,
should not
the
be talking.
audacity.
I don't know y'all's opinions about this movie, but my family views Elf as a cult classic. We always watch it every Christmas Eve. We don't watch it like any other day, just Christmas Eve. And we like have either like katsu or steak, and we just sit down. We have our like little sides like mashed potatoes and stuff like that. We just sit down and watch the movie.
I still think the maple syrup spaghetti that he eats still looks intriguing. Every time I see that movie, I'm always like, what would that taste like? Will Ferrell actually vomited from eating that the first time, so they had to do 2 takes of it.
Wow.
Was it that bad? One I watch with my family all the time is Illumination's The Grinch.
Oh yeah.
That movie's funny.
It is. Like, Benedict Cumberbatch does like such a good job as the Grinch.
He's not a traditional Grinch. He's
No.
not absolutely hideous. He looks more like a soft puppy in a way. The Who's don't fear him.
No,
They're
they
all
don't.
kind of like, "Oh, hey, Grinchy, how you doing?" He's kind of
Especially the fat black guy. Like, he's all Bricklebum. Okay, viewed him as his best friend basically.
Yeah, Bricklebum was all like, "Oh, this is my man right here. This is my guy." How much emotional eating have I been doing? That's funny. But yeah, the Grinch is always good. One thing I also used to watch a lot as a kid were the VeggieTales Christmas specials.
Oh yeah, dude,
Like,
those are insane.
Dude, those slapped. Like the toy that saved Christmas, or the Star of Christmas, or Saint Nicholas. One Christmas movie that just came out recently, Red One.
Oh yeah, Red One.
Did you watch that yet, or?
Not yet. I still need
Okay.
to see that.
It's a pretty unique Christmas story. Santa Claus gets kidnapped, and his head of security finds this guy that can track anybody in the world, basically kidnaps him and says, "You're going to help us find Santa." And they go on this grand adventure. It's very predictable, but it's also pretty funny. But it's actually pretty weird because the Santa, played by J.K. Simmons, don't get me wrong, J.K. Simmons is an amazing actor. Don't get me wrong. He would make a good animated Santa, like the voice. But in this movie, Santa is jacked.
He's swole.
Like, there are multiple scenes where he's just exercising and lifting weights, and he asks his head of security, which is played by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, "Hey, spot me." And you just see Santa lifting weights and getting built. And it's so out of character. It's like, no, you're supposed to be a fat guy that eats cookies and drinks milk. Why are you going hard at the gym? It's so weird that it works.
All right, so that is going to be our holiday special. Merry Christmas to you all. We hope you have a wonderful Christmas. And if you give this a listen, tell us in the comments what you got for Christmas. We'd love to hear it. Bye, guys.